Hi, welcome to more of Scrappy Toys. I'm going to go back to these buildings here and then show you what I mean by trying to make it look old when you put different layers of paint on. So I'm going to go ahead and start throwing some of this white paint on here. Now it doesn't have to be, exactly painted because it's going to get some sand done to it. And then, once I get all this, let's see what I'm doing here. As soon as I get all this pretty much got somewhat of a coat of paint on it, then I'll go ahead and let it dry. And so I'll come back and touch that up. But yeah, I'll come back and let it dry. And then, like I said, I'll come back and put another coat on it. And then the final coat, let's think about putting like 3 layers of coats of paint on here. So then when I go and do sand it, and like I said, like a lot of these old buildings, and they're all weather beaten, you can see that they've been painted, different colors in the past. So they kind of show a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Paint it real quick here. I'll tell you what, after I get this done, I'll come back after it dries. But anyway, I'll get this done. So when I come back, I'll be putting on the second coat of another color. Okay, so hang on tight. Okay, welcome back. And this white paint is pretty much dried. I want to tell you something about the paint I just used to put this on. This is old house paint. Something just had laying around, growing up. My folks' house, they had a cupboard full of house paints. Whatever they had in there, that's what I used. So anyway, but I've also found out that even old paint, it might have a few clumps in it, Those clumps might be an advantage towards whatever your project may be. I'll show you other projects I've done that I incorporate those clumps in the paint to give it that texture look. Like for instance, some of the food I make, pies or something like that. Pies are kind of rough looking, so those little clumps kind of give it a little pie texture, I guess you could say. But anyway, yeah, old paints are just fine because, like I said, they're going to be outdoors and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to start, just like I said, with another color. I'm going to go ahead and just spray it on. Like I said, it's going to get sanded, and when it gets sanded, it's going to get an appearance like it's been painted. The house had been painted green at one time. Now my final color thing I'm going to put on here is going to be a brown, dark brown. And then, like I said, I'll come back and do a little sanding on it. So some of this old thing will come through, and hopefully it'll make the house look like it's old and it's been painted a few times. It'll give it an effect. Now you can see some little bit of clumps in here. This is old. That's my guard dog doing a job. Good neighbor. See, the second street is just right here. That's where I'm always looking up. And I see people walking by and sitting there staring at me, thinking I'm talking to myself. Well, sometimes I'm right. Okay, I'll let this dry and I'll get back with you, okay? And then we'll put the final coat on. So I'll see you in a little bit. While we're waiting for that little house to dry, I was telling you about using old paints for textures and stuff. And I mentioned a thing about I made pies out of wood, as you can see here. Now, this wood I got came off of a wall. Somebody tore a wall out, and this is the backside. Kind of looks like butcher board. But I can take up some close-ups. But as you can see, these are just wedges I cut out and stuff. And little clumps here. See little bumps here. Now this is what I call a Wren's cherry wood pie. Okay, cherry wood pie. And this one here, same thing. I usually, if you can see them, I use little chips of wood for the crust to give that texture along the edge here. I call this one blueberry wood pie. again, little chunks there, paint, mix in with a little wood. So anyway, same thing, came off the back of the wall. This was the front of the wall. This is the back, like I said, remind me of butcher board. And I also got into making sandwiches. And this is a bologna sandwich on rye bread. And so see, all made out of scrap wood. Okay, I want to also say that the church bells music is provided by St. Joseph's Catholic Church, located here in Pomona on Holt Avenue. So if you hear the bells going on, or a train, or a car going by, it's just the nature of things here at Scrappy Toys. Okay, let me see how the house is doing, and I'll get back and I'll start painting it. So hold on. Hi, and welcome back, and getting back to these little houses I made up third day, and showing them how to make them look weather beaten. Now, did a little sanding on the one I painted. As you can see, I did paint brown, and as you can see, it's like I said, you can see the green, you can see the white now. And sandpaper if you want, you know, just do as much as you want, how much you want to take off. And then on the other side, as you can see, I went ahead and used some old shingles, redwood shingles again. This, for instance, an entrance, and then made little windows on the side, and like on the other side also. Now I also kind of hit the top of it, but you know what? I'm going to kind of leave it like that. Kind of like take the shine off. Now the next thing you want to do to make it even more look weather beaten is let Mother Nature take over. Sit outdoors for a while, for a few days, or if you're even going to leave it outside, that's even better, because that's what's going to do it. So it ended up making it look more weather beaten in places where you can sand it off, and that's the effect that we want to get. Now, this little building here, I'll probably go put in my garden railroad, and Berkey and I will go over there and do that today sometime. Let it get more weather beaten. I also was going to tell you, like some of this wood I get, like this here, there's a wood shop down here where they make furniture, and I go hit the dumpster, and they throw away a lot of good wood, woodworking that you can work with, wood that you can work with, that's what I'm trying to say. And so, yeah, if you got a place like that, go by there and ask them to go in there and do a little dumpster dive and dig up some wood and stuff and start making some of these, you know. But you can get into more detail than what I just did here. You can paint the doors, you can paint the windows, even do a little landscaping, you know, paint some shrubs and stuff. So anyway, okay, I think that's it. I'm probably forgetting something. It's usually when I get done, I say, oh, I forgot to mention that. But anyway, I'm going to put up those pictures of those pieces of pie I get and show you like this one apple wood pie, which shows a lot of texture, and where I use little chips of wood to make it look like the pie has a design on it. So anyway, okay, I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll go ahead and finish this up. This Berkey always in the way. Okay, like always, you take care, and you take care of those ones you love. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Okay, to preserve your work, and after you're done, and that's as much you want to get faded out, and protect the wood some from outdoor weathers and moisture, you want to use your bullseye, shellac, spray varnish, or if you got some of that other, you know, stuff that we talked about, polyurethane, that you want to use on this, that'd be just fine also. But you just want to spray, just kind of hit and run like so, you know, and like I said, don't stay on one spot because it's going to run. So you just want to just kind of get all the spots that you want to cover, and so on. And like I said, it'll help preserve your wood and your paint job, especially when you put so much work into it. And if it does rain really bad, I recommend that you do bring them in, just to be safe. So you know, make them lightweight, portable, like I did with this one, and they're easy to handle. But like I said, don't sit there and hold your spray, and then keep going until you've covered all the spots. Okay, it's just a little helpful hint to help preserve your artistic work here. Okay? Great.